everybody, welcome back to another episode of Ideally Though.
Ideally, though,
I'm your host Erica, and with me is my hubby, my bestie, my butterbeer squad.
here. What up?
Hope you guys all had a great week. Great birthday. I couldn't wait to tell you how the birthday was.
That's right. Yes, your
we
birthday.
kind of talked about what it was going to be like.
Yeah, but your experience afterward now.
Yeah. I always do birthdays with my sister. I love that because, you get to have multiple dates and multiple presents.
Yes. Multiple presents is funny.
I don't care what nobody says. I love a good gift. I love being treated.
Yes.
People be like, oh, you didn't have to give me nothing. I mean, you don't have to, but if you did, thank you.
It is my day. Yeah. I'm glad you did. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So with my sister, we did like a Thai restaurant. Mm-hmm. And I've had Thai food before. I have to give this place that we went to like the calamari. I don't even like calamari. And my sister's like, just try it. Just,
Oh, so it changed your mind.
Yeah, that restaurant changed my mind on calamari.
Interesting. That's a first.
Yeah, I think, as Black people, we always get the fried calamari, and the one I think I tasted before was like from the store, So I was like, ew, calamari's so nasty.
That would ruin your taste for sure, yeah.
But when I had it at the Thai restaurant, I was like, oh my God, this is good. And whatever like aioli sauce they had with it was good too. Yeah. Okay. So, it's great when you get along with your siblings and then they all want to take you out. That's the good thing about being like having multiple siblings.
I feel like that was a personal shot at me. And
yeah, right.
We'll talk about that after the pod.
Ain't no personal shots. I literally talked to 2 siblings.
I mean, I talked to 0.
So it's just like, but like that's the pros of having multiple siblings. If you get along, maybe they'll all want to take you out. So I had one take me out.
True. That's fun. That's fun. Yeah. I'm glad you had a good time.
Yeah, I did. And then, on my birthday, it was like a whole thing. Like,
yes,
that was fun. Like, yes, got my massage. I love getting massage.
That was one that I know that's a definite. That's usually a yearly and annual thing. If I could do it multiple times in a year, I usually try to shoot for that. But making sure you got your like that one day where you're completely pampered is kind of like my basis for you.
Yeah, yeah. I, not to be like a slime ball, but like I you kind of hope at the end you get a little happy ending.
I mean,
little nipple rub, little something, no,
little nipple pull.
All right, that's right. You're done. I love the massages. I did a foot scrub, so that was like definitely a shot thrown at me.
Aromatherapy was included with it, which is cool. I wanted you to feel as relaxed as possible on your birthday.
Yeah, that was really good getting that hour, and then we went to go see Quiet Place Day 1.
Yes, indeed,
that was good.
Your girl Lupita. I liked it. I actually enjoyed the movie. The Quiet Place as a series as a whole is very nice as a new horror IP. I feel like it's gonna make it's made its stamp enough that 20, 30 years from now, we're going to see another reboot of The Quiet Place. A Quiet Place, for sure.
The thing about The Quiet Place that I love is that you can tell by the second installment or by the third, like, okay, let's just stop. But they've done it justice. Like the first, second, and the third one has been good.
Yes.
You're pulling from the second movie with certain characters, which I love.
Yes.
I like that we got the small town feel of when everything happened, and then now we get New York City.
Yeah.
New York City is always a place to go.
I'm always a sucker for origin stories. I'm a complete sucker for origin stories. So for this to be a day one, this is what happens when they immediately hit land was like very interesting to me. When they hit Earth, this is exactly what happened. And I really loved it. The performances throughout the entire movie were great because it was very minimal. Of course, it's called A Quiet Place. Yeah. It's very minimal voice acting in general.
Man, that's the best, like...
a lot of body emotion and eye. And, I love... Chef's kiss. It was great.
Joseph Quinn did a great job. If you guys don't know who Joseph Quinn is, he's the one who played Eddie Munster on Stranger Things the last season. So he's kind of riding on a high right now, the same as like Pedro Pascal. So he's like riding that high. He's going to be on the new Gladiators.
Yeah, Gladiator 2. I'm excited for too.
Yeah. I love that you stayed in your seat. Like, usually I don't like taking him to the movies, y'all, because he either gonna be talking or he gonna have to get up at least twice to go to the bathroom, and he misses really good parts. He did not.
All right, I'm gonna shoot myself some fucking bell because that's disrespectful.
I gave you your flowers.
I usually don't talk, and if I talk, I'm asking questions and thought processes. It's only because I analyze film differently than you do.
Well, you're not gonna ask it right then and there. Leave the questions and
that's not true.
Segments for the end. Like, you know, some TED Talk people
that's
say,
not true.
Hello, wait until the end.
Oh my God, that's not true.
I say little small, but you do. You ain't gonna act like you don't talk.
I don't talk like that. I don't. Listen, I talk only when I need to ask a question. Other than that, I'm like really absorbing the movie.
Okay.
I feel like I feel like I am.
You feel like you are. The rest of the world that has to go to the movies.
You can't talk to the rest of the world. You can
get your finger out my face. It's about to be A Quiet Place Part 3. Oh. No, but that was good. And I'm a fat kid, so you had all my snacks ready for me. You know, we got the Slurpees and the potato chips and the sandwiches.
All right, yeah, we had popcorn. I pre-ordered an entire kind of meal thing. Large popcorn, 2 drinks, chicken fingers, ranch,
real fat.
Cheese sauce, all that shit. The whole 9. You know, I went all out alongside the tickets, and we had incredible IMAX seats.
I love our seats because a lot of people went to see the movie, and we had no one on the side of us, so I love that.
Yeah, it was interesting to be back in the movie theaters and they be kind of full again.
Yeah,
because even since Corona ended, it's been a while since it all ended. When we have gone to the movies, it's been almost empty every single time.
Oh yeah, absolutely. For at least the last 4 years, I've been walking in and 3 people maybe.
And for this one, it was almost a full crowd, and that felt good. It felt like getting complete back to movie normalcy, although I know it's not in any way, shape, or form.
I would like that.
I would like for that to be a thing again for sure. A Quiet Place was a good experience, crowd experience. I say it was a very good crowd experience. There's a few times where I heard multiple people gasp, asking questions. You know what I mean?
I think what they need to do, because I had my guy Merle from Walking Dead. He said that TikTok has ruined the movie-going experience because people only want 90 minutes, and you really need to sit down and watch cinema. And I think if we can scale back on the previews, because if I'm done with my chicken fingers, half my box of popcorn, and half of my drink, like y'all can at least scale that back for people who are that, like,
the attention span.
Yeah, the attention span is all small. Like, you can scale back and make the trailers a little bit shorter or something, because we ready to get to the movie. You know, for 4 years we've been sitting just being able to just watch the movie.
That's so interesting.
The trailer, and I don't even think it's the trailer. It's everything before it. It's really everything.
Yeah, it's before the trailers, because I like trailers.
Then by 2:00 I should be watching the movie.
And I feel like most people, that's what, like, you really try to get to the movie for, is see the trailers, then the movie, because you have a heads up of what's coming next. You know?
Absolutely. I like trailers, but to say a movie starts at 2:00 and then we're not watching it until 2:45, 3:00, that's kind of all. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous with the pre-show. I have to agree. It's ridiculous with the pre-show shit. That shit should be like tossed in the garbage. I don't need to see any of that. Give me when it says it starts at 2:30, start the movie at 2:30, and the movie should start with the previews that we're going to see for the new movies this year. You know what I'm saying, or next year or whatever. I totally implicitly agree with that portion. Do I feel like TikTok is ruining that? Yes, I do as well. But I feel also that we're not giving movies their chance to last. Also, they shouldn't end up on streaming platforms so early and so fast. Man. They should be in the theaters, and you should push people to go to the theater to then go see the movie, because word of mouth is a thing. Quality is a thing. That's a whole nother conversation, though.
Yeah, we've talked about that, you know. So give it 3 months and then put it out.
Yeah, I agree.
So after the movie, you know, we got to rest a little bit, and then we got ready for the top of the world.
Yes.
At the Strat.
The top of the world.
Or for the stratosphere, for my people who've been born and raised in Vegas.
Word, yeah,
Shout
Stratosphere,
out,
for sure.
You know, all my Naked City people, all my people who know what the Stratosphere really was.
For real, for real.
But the Top of the World, I have to say this, they have a dress code, you know, very formal, wear heels, dress shoes, maybe a dinner jacket, right? And I'm not a heel wearing girl no more. I can say that. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to wear a heel anymore. My foot is fat. I have 2 kids. I have to run around. I got a fat husband. I have to maintain my household. It's a lot, right? So my feet are hollering. And I wear heels because my man, Daddy said wear heels. I'm Monique right now. Daddy said wear heels. So I wear my heels, and by the time we get to the elevator, I want to cry.
Yeah.
And then, nope. And then when I walk in that bitch, there's old people, there's young people, and them motherfuckers wearing shacks. They're wearing their toms. They're wearing their toms. They got their capris on. They just came from work, and I'm like, excuse the fuck out of me.
Not shacks.
I was like really salty. I was real salty because you could tell my feet was hollering because I had the clear heels on. So when you wear clear heels in summertime and your feet start sweating, it has a film.
The fog, yeah, it fogs up.
How embarrassing.
Like glasses lenses.
That's the only part I'd say. You can wear what the hell you want at the top of the world.
Yeah, you kind of can.
You already paying a lot to get in. You have to pay to get in. And then you have a bill that's a little higher than most. You can wear what the hell you want. And that's how I like the old people, because they say, well, I'm paying my $500, so I'm going to wear what the hell I want to wear.
It was definitely close to $400 or $500, yes.
So you're going to wear what you want.
You can wear what you want to wear. Look, it was only the decision to do that because of what they put on the website.
Right, absolutely.
I feel webmasters should do a better job of updating things when it comes to policy and shit you can wear, be a little more particular. So I know my lady could actually wear comfortable sandals with her beautiful pink dress at the end of the day. You looked amazing, even though beauty is pain. You were the epitome of that.
I had, walking in there, and then we got our little table, and it had rose petals on the table, so he was really being cute with it. Had a little happy birthday note from Top of the World. We got a great view of just the whole valley.
Yeah.
And it circled around for an hour and a half. We ate.
We ate great steak. I honestly loved it.
That thing was thick.
Thick as fuck.
You know what? Once I got done eating, I was like, you know what? I'm feeling what this influencer on Instagram said. He's an African man, and he said, I don't want to get deported for saying this, but the way Americans eat, what did he say? He said they eat like they got free healthcare. Yeah. And that's how I felt. I was like, I feel like a gluttonous piece of shit.
Yeah, and it was awesome, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good.
American dream, baby.
And with my little dessert. I don't usually get dessert, but I said, it's your birthday, girl.
Yeah.
Get your little dessert.
That was awesome.
And that was the view was like the best part. And then you could see, I think one person jumped off.
I saw a couple. I saw 3. So 3 separate people go down on each side, because with the way we were rotating, I was seeing things first.
Dang, I should have been in your seat.
That's why I said, when I pulled out the chair, it was for you, and then you had sat down. So I felt like an asshole, because then the lady looked at me like, oh, you ain't gonna pull out her chair? And I was like,
it's her birthday.
I was like, oh shit, like, you made me look like a dick.
So all the Stratosphere, you guys don't know, there is a ride. There's rides, and then there is the bungee jumping aspect of the Stratosphere. And I only saw maybe one person, but you saw 3. So that's cool that's a sight to see.
Run and jump off the side, and it like kind of like, the kung fu movies where they have wires. It shoots them down and then stops them and then brings them back up. It's really cool.
You know what? When I was younger and I saw Selena, I said, I want to be like her, a bitty bitty bumba, and I want to jump, I want to do a bungee jumping. And then I grew up, I said, Erika, that ain't you. That ain't your life.
It's fun.
I don't want to do all those
It's a hell of a rush.
I'm going to be honest. I'm not a risk taker. I'm always honest about what I will and will not do. I'm not a roller coaster girl like that. I will go and roll. I've been to Six Flags. I've been to theme parks, but I have to choose what I want, and I don't like to get peer pressure, because I'll start crying.
Look, it was Circus over the pool. I can't even swim at that point.
So Circus has a bungee jump in.
I dove over it, went down, dunked my head up to my torso into the pool, and then came right back up. It was awesome. I would do it again.
I would have died.
I would do it again.
Yeah, you kind of a thrill seeker.
I'm a psychopath.
I'm not. I'm like, let's just be safe down here. I can do a couple things, but it really has to be on my call.
So, hype me up enough, I'll jump off a cliff. Let's do it.
No. But overall, I feel like I had a really good birthday. The only thing I'll say, I'm used to having my kids around me when it's my birthday.
That was weird.
So my dad's like, let me take the kids. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh my God, like, I like my kids. So, I wanted to be around my kids. So I'm calling them on my birthday. Like, hey, what y'all doing? Like, I'm just that mom. Like, I'm like, people get offended, like, oh, you don't have to call. Yes, I do. It's not you. It's my kids. I got to make sure they're safe. You can't protect my kids the way I can. So, that's me. I don't really like them to go places.
I mean,
they don't spend the night.
I love the peace that came with them being gone, but it was a missing. You could feel the void that was missing there with them not celebrating you in the same day. You could feel the void there for sure. Although I still had a fantastic time.
I had a really good time. I love my birthday.
I'm glad you did.
It was hot as fuck.
Very hot.
And it's getting even worse.
Holy shit. Do you know? What did you say it was going to be this weekend?
I think it's going to hit a high of like 116.
The 116 in Vegas is fucking nuts.
Yeah, like I'm sweating right now in the house with a fan and air conditioner on.
Word.
So you already know.
It's already warm as fuck. Yeah, it's crazy.
So it's been nice. And, the great thing about my birthday is only a couple days before 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to everyone.
Happy Independence Day.
I mean, it don't say much about Black people. We're still enslaved. But, if you wanted to celebrate 4th of July, and then, it's crazy. I took a nap, right? I took a nap yesterday, and I wake up, I hear you laughing, and then you're like, oh shit. And I'm like, I gotta listen to you. What's going on? What are you talking about, shit? Because do I got to get the blicky?
Did you hear me say the blicky?
So I'm listening, and I hear Not Like Us. And I said, oh, hell no, he ain't gonna beat me to the punch. So I hurried up, turned my phone on. I was in a nap. Turned my phone on, and boom, notification, Kendrick Lamar within an hour dropped Not Like Us. At, let's say, 3 hours of it dropping, he's number 3 right now. I guess number 3 for 4th of July. Number 3 trending on music, and almost 2.5 million views within less than 3 hours.
I caught it 58 minutes after it had been uploaded, and it was at 1.67 million.
I watched that 1 point something, and then within that 30 minutes, it shot up to 2.3.
It's insane.
So you can only, guess what Friday today would be within 24 hours of it dropping.
It's an entire movement on its own.
I had to listen to the video, watch the video multiple times, so I can see what I catch things, right? Yes. So I love that he did the concert on Juneteenth, and then he drops the video on 4th of July. I thought that was great.
I think that's smart. Total cerebral move there.
When it starts and you get this burst of something new, I was like,
alludes to an album.
Right. I'm like, is this a song off the new album? Or I'm just putting it out there. Is it a verse from one of the 10 diss tracks you have hidden in the vault? So I just wonder.
I had the same two thought processes, and I said both of those things can be true.
Okay.
I think it's a song that's on the album that is also in a digital diss track that we won't know of until we hear it.
Because he said, I'm Mr. Get Off. I get off on my feet.
Yeah.
And I was like, it sounds like it could be from a new album, but then it could still be one of the disses.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I like this new Drake. He transformed every album. And he's giving a little
Drake?
Not Drake, sorry.
Kendrick. Yeah.
Do you feel like it's just like, okay, that first verse with the beat, I was like, what the fuck? This is nasty.
I think I don't know. He's done all this type of stuff before. I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I've been following him since OD. Overly Dedicated. Like, I've been following him for a very, very, very long time. And K-Dot's always kind of rapped like this in that way with that stature, but most motherfuckers don't hear it like that. Yeah. Most people don't like his accents or the way he uses his cadence and his tone, so they stay away from it. This is all true blue. We're getting a West Coast album.
Tommy the Clown.
You're getting a West Coast album for sure.
Oh yeah, and I'm here for it because I think we haven't had no real we haven't had no popping West Coast albums that just kind of
it's been Nipsey. Victory Lap was the last one. Victory Lap was the last one, and unfortunately, it was the last one. You know what I mean?
So I think he wants to do his justice with this album.
Yes.
I'm really hoping it comes at the end of the summer because Not Like Us is a summer anthem now.
Yeah.
So I'm really hoping we get the album.
It would be nice, but you know what? We're not gonna rush Rembrandt. We're not gonna rush Da Vinci. We ain't gonna rush.
Yeah, Kendrick. We already know with when the disc happened, he took a week and a half to drop. So we were like, okay, he's gonna do it when he feels like it.
When you do it, we gonna listen,
and it's gonna be perfection.
Yes,
I feel like this is album, or this is gonna be song of the year. This is gonna be video of the year.
Yes,
it's probably gonna be album of the year whenever it drops.
Yes,
I feel like.
Speaking of Kendrick, just for a second here, if you haven't, the breakdown of 616 in LA by
yes,
What's the Dirt? Yes,
I saved it because I saw that. I was like, I gotta record. I can't even watch it.
When I tell you, that's why I said that 616 in LA is one of my favorites.
But you know what? Look at me being a hip hop historian too. You know what I'm saying? I did before you even told me. I had already saved it.
I mean,
we're on the same.
Listen, I'm telling you now. When you watch it, you'll understand why I thought 616 in LA was one of the better diss tracks. And Not Like Us, like I said, is in 4th place, even though it's big.
Yeah, Not Like Us was like,
even though it's
Euphoria, probably the best.
Even though it's big, it goes 616, Euphoria, Family Matters, and Not Like Us for me. And you'll see why.
Okay.
Great stuff.
But you know what? With 616, not a lot of people got to listen to it.
True. So if you were one of the ones who listened to it, and you were a deep down hip hop and Kendrick fan, you know why that album in its on its own right is one of the deadliest albums or songs Kendrick has ever made.
Like I said, I think 2 weeks ago, let's put the diss tracks on the album as bonus.
I would love it.
Put it as a part of the
bonus. Give me a deluxe. I'll buy it.
Yep. Now let me break down the video a little bit. When he said wop 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 wop, and he's beating a Al Pinata.
Yes.
I was like, I didn't even think about it because in my head for the past month and a half, I've been thinking of how this video should look. And there are things I was like, yeah, I didn't even think of that. Like, yeah. And he's the artist, so he wants what he wants. But I was like, okay, Al.
The disclaimer in the bottom of the screen saying no OVHOEs were harmed during the filming of this. Genius. Pure satire and pure genius. I love it.
When he had the cute little gray suit on and he was wears those little container and he was like freaky ass nigga. He was in the Drake thing.
The Drake thing. Yes.
I was like, oh my God. So, I was trying to pay attention to those cadence because I know he was gonna do some Drake references.
Yeah, there's the little Easter eggs and little hints he put into it. They're very, very they're not hidden. They're not supposed to be. They're there for a reason. The whole song is a statement on its own, so you wouldn't want to hide anything in the song. You know what I mean, or in the video. So a lot of it is just like, oh, that's a punch. My favorite being Whitney and the kids.
Whoa.
And them dancing together.
At the end, with him and Whitney were diabolical dancing,
dancing together. They were chef's kiss.
Okay, so because that kind of debunks a little bit of what Drake was saying.
Oh, it does. So it debunks a lot.
Yeah. So he's showing his kids, which Drake you don't. He got Whitney, and they over there, crip walking, blood walking, Hoover stomping. I'm just
for real.
Crumping. Everybody was doing all that in the video. But when he showed them in the black and white in the living room, I was like, yeah, and she was getting it.
Yeah,
she was getting it.
Fantastic. The Nothing Was the Same background and the girl on the tightrope.
Yeah.
Did you catch that too?
Well, can you break that down?
It's the Nothing Was the Same as the album where Drake's looking in the sky and he's a kid.
Yeah.
It's the same sky and she's tightrope walking
I didn't really catch it. I was like, there's something here, but I didn't get it.
All of it is
it's literally been like an hour since it's dropped for us.
Knowing me, I'm such a huge fan of this shit. I look for subliminals. I look for deeper shit. And sometimes I'm too over analytical in some ways, but this one, the whole video is full of just
the tightrope. I rewinded it twice because I was like, I'm trying to figure out what is this supposed to mean, but I didn't get it. So I was like, I know this nigga probably knows.
Same. Nothing Was the Same sky that he's looking at above him and he's walking all over his dreams on that. It's beautiful. It's
yeah,
beautiful.
The whole city was featured.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I was looking at the crowd. I saw some people. I mean, it don't matter, but like I saw like Brandon T. Jackson in there and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. Tommy the Clown. Remember what was the movie for the whole Tommy the Clown, the crumpet thing? Rise. I felt like the girl that was dancing was the same girl from. Yes. Okay, so she looks great. Mm-hmm. But I was like, is that her from Rise? Mm-hmm. She looks so good.
A lot of them are in the video.
Also, I see. I was trying to see, but I couldn't tell. I just knew her.
Some of them are all grown and stuff. Where he's in the white background and he's breaking down the real nigga challenge. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of the same kids that used to dance with Tommy the Clown.
That's what I was thinking. I was just like, is that the same people from Rise?
What a cultural moment this video is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then the owl at the end, he put it in the cage. I know people like, don't hurt the owl. No, he just put the owl in the cage.
It means so much.
It means this to me was like stomping over the Heartbreak 6. It's just like, this is the victory lap. Like,
all of this is the concert, I feel like, was the victory lap. This is another statement on its own. You can't do this. The owl being caged up and not being allowed to be free is a matter of, you aren't like us and you can't do this. That's what I see from that.
What do you get from the piñata hitting?
Oh, he was that's all. That's all self-explanatory on its own, for sure. It's breaking the competition. He's beating the competition in that sense. But like I said, the entire video on its own right is like sprinkling an inkling of a new statement. You can't do this.
Yeah.
If I'm taking you down, I'm taking the industry down. You're the golden boy. I'm killing the golden boy. I'm like, everything about it is locking that up back into its cage. You know what I mean?
I have to applaud Drake though, because it's hard to get in the ring with Holyfield. It's hard to get in the ring with Mike Tyson, Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather. You came out. It ain't like you didn't come out on stage because you got you got
beat up. He got beat up.
But you brung Kendrick out.
Yeah, you brung Kendrick out, and also you rapped. I gotta admit, he rapped, and I ain't mad at him for that. That's what I respect about hip hop. I do believe it's a sport, 1000%, and I'm not gonna like shit on you as a whole if you are willing to get in the ring and defend yourself, and that's exactly what Drake did. I ain't mad at him for defending himself.
I think the thing is, though, Kendrick said, if you're gonna be in the ring with me, bitch, you're gonna play my game, and you're gonna rap not for 2 minutes, not for 3 minutes, bitch, you're gonna rap for 6 minutes plus.
Yeah.
If you wanna
put some substance behind your words.
Yeah, if you want to be round for round, he lured him in with, okay, you want to rap? You say you the best, then you're gonna have to rap as long as I can rap.
Indeed, he definitely did, and I feel like this video, the songs, the beef, this is a moment in hip hop culture we'll never forget. It solidified itself.
Yeah,
1000%.
Absolutely. Now something happened this week with Rick Ross. So he took his ass over to Canada, right? Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Was he playing Not Like Us?
He was playing Not Like Us as he was walking off stage.
And then they told him, you ain't gonna be doing that bullshit over here.
You can't disrespect the sixth god in the sixth god's area. You know what I mean?
Okay, but Rick Ross is stating, as of yesterday, he's like, I ain't never got punched. He thinks he didn't get punched. From the video, do you feel like he got punched?
I think he ate at least one shot, but his security guards got their asses hand. Like, Rick Ross ate maybe a punch.
Okay.
Maybe.
Because the video was a little...
It looked like he might have ate a punch.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
But he also, as a professional, got his ass up and left accordingly, like he should have.
Yeah.
Backed away. His security, on the other hand, you got to get more security because they got their asses whooped.
I feel like you're going to have to get some Terminators when you are already as big as you are. I mean, as far as size and celebrity-wise, and you decide to go to Canada, and you tried to pull that stunt. I think he thought it was going to be different.
Yeah.
I think he thought he was going to play Not Like Us. You got Kendrick. I think Kendrick could go to Canada and do it.
Yeah, and I bet he wouldn't get touched.
I feel like he wouldn't get touched. But Rick Ross, like, I don't know, you ain't Kendrick, and you played it, and you played yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of those Hot 97 moments. You played yourself. You know what I mean?
So yeah, but he says he didn't get. I'm like, you didn't probably feel it.
Adrenaline, maybe.
Yeah, adrenaline. You know, you got a little meat on your face, and you just don't want to say that you got touched in Canada because
you got a little meat on your face.
I was like Drake laughing, Drake liking videos. Not like that, okay? But I was like, Rick Ross, like you thought you was that nigga.
I think it's interesting. The guy who hit him is apparently, or the guy who like kind of like the white dude or whatever, is like a Hell's Angel or whatever in the gang, and so yeah,
they have Hell's Angel in Canada.
It's a little deeper than that. A lot of people was like trying to just bully. I feel like Rick Ross and his security in that moment because of the blatant. It was blatant, the blatant disrespect of playing Not Like Us, but like.
Well, I'm confused. They came there to see Rick Ross.
True, but you playing Not Like Us in Canada, and we got a rep for ours. It's Drake. You know what I mean? Some of the motherfuckers out like that. There are people in Toronto who are straight Drake stands, Strakes. They're Strakes, and with those people, they're going to ride or die no matter what. Stands are what make any art or media or anything you like terrible. They are what make it the worst. It could be.
It's like a beehive, low key.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. It could be Beyonce and you love all her work, and she puts one song out and you don't like it. They're like, stands will eat you alive for that, right?
They're like unalive yourself.
You're wrong for having an opinion. So it's kind of that situation.
Well, that's like how it was with the beef. It was like y'all gonna try to make this song just like Ish on the Joe Budden podcast. Yeah. And he over there while they're all dancing, he got his arms crossed, drinking
stone face and shit.
And they're like, you don't like the beat? And he's like, no. I'm like, you're lying.
You're lying. Nigga, you're a fucking liar on that one, for sure.
So it's like the Drake fans are a little, they're like Beyonce, look, it's like, he can't do no wrong. I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just didn't think Drake's fans were that hard. I'm just saying.
No. They're definitely going to ride for him one way, shape, or form. I've had arguments at 2K when I used to work there with Drake stands about how bad he was. And when I tell you, they are some of the most oblivious people, and they were ride or die no matter what. Yeah, they wanted them, man. They wanted them.
Oh, my gosh. Well, next week, when we come back, hopefully we can tell you guys where it's at. I'm pretty sure by the time it hit midnight, it's going to be #1 trending across, not just music, but across.
It will be.
Do you have any predictions on how many views it's going to get in 24 hours?
In a 24-hour period.
3 p.m.
I see this making 10 to 12 million in a day.
What's the highest views for a music video?
I don't know, but if it's going to break it, it's on track. It is definitely on track right now. I mean, when I say I caught that fucker at 58 minutes and it was at 1.6 million.
I caught at 59 because I heard you.
That shit is insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And 58 minutes is 1.6 million. Your YouTube servers must be screaming. You know what I'm saying? As many times people are pressing play. There's no. It's got to be 10 to 12 million. We'll see.
Shit.
We'll see.
All right, you guys. Well, we're gonna come back next week and let you know. Hopefully, Gregory's predictions are correct. I do because I love Kendrick.
I love 10, it all.
20 million. That's gonna be hot.
We really living in a new era of hip hop where it's gonna change. Shit's gonna change. We finna hear some real lyrics coming out of the niggas nowadays.
Yeah, they gonna have to.
They gotta rap.
Kendrick set the bar, so he's like, you guys are not just gonna be doing a little rapidy rap and singing. No, if y'all want to be taken serious.
Yeah.
If you want to hit,
you want to be the GOAT.
Yeah.
You got to do this. Got to rapidy rap. That proves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Now remember, we drop our new episodes every Friday on all streaming platforms, and remember, we're on YouTube at Ideally Though Pod. Like, subscribe, hit the bell button,
share that shit,
and we'll catch you guys next week. Bye.
Yeah.